Welcome back, Dead Ball Dancing. This is the secret third segment from week 6. If you joined us live, thank you.
Thank you.
If you've watched us since then, thank you as well. All views are views. Make sure you are commenting and liking, mostly subscribing.
Please.
Today, we're going to talk about a surprising performance in college basketball from a traditionally football school. Justin, the concept here was like we always talk about how there's basketball schools, right?
Yeah.
Like there's schools that suck at all the other sports, but man, they just crank out basketball talent. So I want to look at it through the other lens. I want to talk about a school in basketball who is a football school. It's a traditional football power. And you know who they are. We're not going to call out Alabama again for their fan base whining about not making the playoff because that would be rude.
Yes. I kind of want
But football schools.
Yes.
So would you like to go first or second?
I want you to go first. I think you got
me to go first.
You got the better pick, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna let
I was on a rant when I was doing it. I was trying to avoid doing other work. Y'all will be seeing this in theory like December 11th. Yeah. Club 602 is hosting a bartender competition at the Guadalupe on Main in Mesa in January. Watch the Instagram. There are going to be votes for your favorite bartenders coming down the pipe. So while I was trying to avoid doing work for that because I hate video editing, I just dove into the week schedule and I found, I think, the most atrocious football school loss. So my surprising performance is a team who lost rather than wowed us with their ability. So Texas on the 8th played UConn.
How bad did that end up?
So the final score of this game was 76-65. Does not tell the story for me. This was a UConn team who we talked about on the show losing back-to-back games in what is essentially a tournament setting.
Correct.
Is unacceptable as a two-time defending champ, as a consensus top 2 team.
Yeah.
Unacceptable to lose 3 games in a row in tournament format. It doesn't matter what it is. I know the kids weren't studying. So like there's no legitimate reason to have a 3-game slide like that.
You weren't at school. So
yeah. And Texas is a team we've talked about several times this year as being good. Not necessarily great, but good. Stick a UConn team of young kids who are on a slide. Perfect opportunity for Texas to look good. Not necessarily win, but look good. Texas comes out 42-24 in the first half.
Texas was up 42-24?
No, Texas was down 42-24. They got the doors blown off. I was watching this game on Sunday. That score isn't even indicative of what happened in this game. This was atrocious. By the end of it, Texas was 15 for 24 from the stripe. They got out-rebounded. They got out-assisted. And you know what the biggest problem for me here is? It wasn't hustle. They won the turnover battle. Watching this game, Texas looked like the better team. They played like shit.
Wow. It was
they let a UConn team that we were done talking about back into the conversation. And to me, that's the biggest sin. If you're a football school, you close out crap schools that don't belong. The roles were reversed here. Texas does not belong on the stage when we're talking about basketball. UConn does. UConn's having a tough stretch, having a down year after winning 2 championships. They'll win their conference. They'll be fine. But the roles were completely reversed for me. And that's why it was a surprising performance from a football school. Texas had a chance to shut down someone and just couldn't. And UConn took that role and said, Texas, you are not a basketball school.
Right.
Goodbye. And they put them down. Texas got back into this game late.
Yeah.
At home.
Oh, it was at Texas?
The kids all left. It was embarrassing. It was top to bottom embarrassing. and it's Texas, right? So that's why for me this one stood out, because they should have beat UConn. They should have beat UConn convincingly.
Yeah,
More importantly, like if you actually play with some heart, you got to have the shots fall. And if the basketball gods don't love you, there's no reason we should either.
correct. God, that's a great statement. You gotta make a short out of that one.
Flip it.
Yeah, clip that one. That was fire. That was fire. Disappointing to see, because UConn lost to San Diego State and Memphis and teams that I think are worse than Texas probably. So to have Texas have that big of a letdown, that's I really like your pick there, because me, I went more the nerd statistical route. But I think that's why I wanted you to go first. I wanted to captivate the audience with the better pick. Great call out. Great call out. This was an interesting one for me, dude, because I knew that when we picked this, the obvious choice for us was going to be the SEC, right? Like, I could have went Michigan in the Big Ten, I guess, because they're a football school and their basketball team's playing pretty well.
They beat Wisconsin.
Yeah, sorry. Wisconsin, also another one, right? They're a pretty good football school normally, but their basketball team has been playing really well. But I went SEC, and I went Clemson, not just because they beat the doors off Kentucky. They didn't even beat the doors off, and they beat them by like 5. But they just look good. Like they look like a good basketball team. And me, I like balance. Their coach puts a lot of trust into his players. They got 9 guys in the rotation that are averaging double-digit minutes. They got 5 guys averaging over 9 points a game. 3 of them are in double figures. And they have shot 200 plus free throw attempts. So like they're getting to the basket and they're just like, screw it. Like, I'm going to throw my body into you, and I'm going to take my free throws, and that's how I'm going to win the game. And, they're a great free throw shooting team. They're shooting 74% from the line. Bit to be desired from the field, only 46% and 38 from 3. But man, if you get 200 free throws, like, who cares, man? They play with the aggression that Clemson football used to remind me of, So it was cool watching that game versus Kentucky. And, just like Clemson football, like Clemson football isn't known for its offense. It's known for its defense, which is why I kind of like the comparison. They're forcing 15 turnovers a game. Like they have a good fundamental defensive strategy. They're holding teams to 40% from the field, 30% from 3. And what's really interesting, Rick, is the disparity in shot attempts between Clemson on offense and what they're holding other teams to. They've taken, give me 1 second, 597 field goal attempts this year. They've only allowed 550. So like the 40 shot gap, like that's going to give you a lot more opportunities. And I just had a lot of fun watching their game, man. I don't know anything about their coach. I don't know anything about their basketball pedigree. But for a football school, that has been, I think they're in the playoff this year too, the CFP, aren't they?
I haven't even caught up.
Make it?
I believe they're the 12. I believe they're the 12.
They made it. Yeah, I think they snuck in just ahead of SMU, who was 12th actually. But man, they can make a run in the tournament this year, dude. They're not going to win the ACC. Oh, they're ACC, not SEC. Damn, I screwed that one.
You should have left it because you were talking about the Kentucky game. Nobody would have even noticed.
Yeah, well, I got to call myself out. Damn it. They're ACC guys. Sorry.
Justin doesn't know conferences, in case that wasn't abundantly clear by now.
Hey, you did the Pac-12 with Baylor too, so
that's fair.
They got Duke, and right now I'm not sure Duke beats Clemson. I'm not sure. So I'm looking forward to see what Clemson can do. I'm looking forward to see if they can stay balanced. And I don't like Clemson football, so I hope their basketball team does good.
Jaden Zachary, who I've only seen 2 Clemson games this year.
Yeah.
His list height is 6'1". His list weight is 218, which means that Jaden Zachary is smaller than I am. And this guy plays 35 minutes a game, shoots like 44%, and does like nothing else. He's out there, right? Yeah. He's a body. He sets great screens, but like he's an inspiration to a guy like me because I could also wear a t-shirt under my jersey, play 35 minutes, and score 8 points.
It's so awesome. And they also have one of the coolest guys ever on their team. What's his name, dude? I gotta.
You gotta give me more than that.
No, I have to. Everyone, if you take one thing away from this, please tune in and watch Ian Shefflin.
Yeah.
Watch that guy, bro. He's so good, and he's an inspiration to all Husky white boys.
Well, yeah, and dude's a double machine, but it's
Absolutely.
not how you think. He's like a 20-10 guy.
Yeah.
But it's 20 rebounds and 10 points. Like
Literally, dude.
He plays the craziest basketball.
Shoots threes, boards, and get inside, hit that little baby hook. I'm telling you, Clemson's got a pretty
He
good
also
team.
wears t-shirt.
Which he does, but he's a Husky boy. And Husky boys are allowed to wear t-shirts when they play basketball. Doesn't mean we have to like it, but it's just allowed. So, yeah, I'm going with Clemson. I like the height. I like the athleticism. And I hope they do better than their football team because screw Clemson football.
If you guys have an idea for a third segment, drop it because our list is getting thin.
Yes.
And as much as I know you guys want Horizon League picks,
No.
like that, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. We're gonna do the Horizon. We're gonna do the MVC. We're gonna do the OVC.
Sun belts. Don't forget the Sun belts.
The Fun Belt. The Fun Belt.
I like that. I like that better. We're gonna call it the Fun Belt rankings.
Yeah, if you guys don't give us new segment ideas, we are going to just go through all the tiny conferences that if you live west of the Mississippi, you've never even heard of.
Correct.
And that could take the rest of the season, honestly.
And, we're still waiting on feedback from who won the mascot battle last week. I haven't really heard from any of you. I'm a little disappointed in y'all. So please go back and check that third segment out. If I had to lean one way, I think Rick's team was really great, but I'm not going to tell you who's on that team because you need to go watch it. So, yeah, this is a fun one, man. And, man, it's almost time to revisit the Big West now, too, isn't it?
It's true. It's true. It's been good games.
Yes, it sure has.
Check out Dead Ball Dancing live on the Club 602 YouTube, usually Monday nights.
Yep.
But if you look at the socials and or subscribe to the channel, you'll see if that changes.
Yes. And sometimes it does have to change because Rick and I have work. So, keep tune into that. We'll keep you updated.
I'm going to go film Yelling and Screaming, our NFL show.
Yes.
Because it's just a long day of filming today. I'm so overworked.
Oh my God, get the hell out of here. But give credit where credit is due. Go check out this episode we just filmed. Really cool graphics by Rick. Coolest game of the week graphic that we've had to date. So please go tune in, check it out. Let us know what your thoughts are.
And don't forget, you can pick the game of the week on Chain Link, Tennessee, Illinois, Saturday night. Link is in the bio. Link is in the description. Link is on the socials. I am King of Lakemore everywhere you can find me.
Yeah, what side is it on, though? It's one of these.
Mine's a mirror, so I think it's here. I see it right here, right now, like on my screen, but I think it's right here.
Yeah, you got it right. So mine's here.
So are you not mirrored? Because that's where that's where when you're pointing, yours is there.
Oh,
like
no,
you're pointing to it right now.
Here. I'm seeing it here.
Weird. That's so weird.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, hit me up. Awesome week, man. A lot of good basketball. Can't wait to talk next week.
Dead Ball Dancing, guys. We will see you next week. Have a good one.
Have a good one, y'all. Peace.